Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First things first, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year's. Yeah, 2016 is finally behind us. I just feel like I didn't even, everybody's putting up these statuses being like, oh, this year I did this year I did that. I was like, oh my god, like what am I supposed to say? Because 2016 has been a crazy year. It's been so different to any other year. I feel like it was a good year all around. I think, I came out, I accepted myself. My sister came out, and we came out together, and it was, cool, and we shared our story with people and decided that we want to go down the road of helping people. So I think that was definitely a positive. I think a negative was probably just like, I don't know, financial struggles. I think really took a in 2016. But we forget about that, we're in 2017 now. 2016 brought me Harry, which is probably number one up on top of the list. Like, yes, thank you 2016. But this video today, I wanted to talk about because I was reminded of something that I had kind of put out of my head, but obviously it's never gonna really leave me. A couple of weeks ago, on my 6-month anniversary, with Harry, some shit went down in the Irish trans community. Now, disclaimer, this is not about everybody in the community, this is about these select few people. So what happened was, a couple of months ago, back around September, October, I was in a group on Facebook, and it had Irish in the group name, meaning that it was like an Irish-based group and set up in Ireland, and they were changing their names and people were giving their input on what should it be changed to. And one person said, I feel like the way that it has Irish in the name could foster racism. I'm gonna help you understand that this is not racist, it doesn't foster racism. Like, it's basically saying that this group was set up in Ireland, not that it's all Irish people and only Irish people, because, hello, we're in 2016, we're 2017 now. So yeah, I gave my little input on that, and then got a lot of abuse for it, commenting on this status, and apparently I was the only one who said anything, which is not true. One thing that I'll hold my hands up and say, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that, was I said, that's like me saying that I don't like Cuisine de France because it's got France in the name. Now, that was my comment, and that was perceived as a racist comment. And one of the administrators of the group actually took it into their own hands to write a big long status and say, this person has been cautioned, me, for racist comments. And they also said they're transphobic comments, which is another story altogether about non-binary and blah blah blah, but we'll get into that at a different time. So anyway, I messaged the person and I said, look, those comments were not racist, they were not meant to come across that way. You're here calling me racist. I said, can you please take it down, because that's not fair. You're hurting my character, you're giving me a bad name, and I've worked this whole year on building myself up, and within the trans community especially, I didn't want to have this title of racist or like a person who discriminates, because that's not what I do, that's not who I am. So try to defend myself like any normal person would, and I was being shut down, and it got really bad. Like, it escalated to points where people were telling me I was an ableist, which, just, there are people in the trans community who just take something so minuscule and blow it up like a firework because they want everyone to know that they're so upset about being oppressed and blah blah blah. Fuck off. Like, I'm in the fucking trans community as well. You don't see me running around crying about it. Like, you are who you are. You accept and embrace your differences. If someone doesn't agree with something because of what you said or whatever, that's because of what you said. It's not because of your skin color. It's not because of you being autistic or anything. It's not like that. So don't even make it like that. Anyway, that all happened. I left the group because I was upset about having all these people gang up on me, and really don't think it would have happened if I wasn't like who I am. I think if I was a person of color, if I was a person who had any sort of disability, that they would have been more cooperative, or even have listened to me. But they didn't. They just said, this girl needs to be shut down, we're going to shut her down. And I didn't even get the chance to really defend myself or, you know, tell them where I was coming from. So that was really upsetting. I left the group. Then more recently, the person who actually set up the whole group was over in my house. And they just said, hey, would you like to be added back into the group and whatever? And I said, you know, am I allowed after everything that went down? Because I think when I left, a lot of stuff kept coming up, and I think people were just saying that the group was kind of falling apart and stuff. And I mean, I'm not going to say that I felt like I caused that, but I definitely feel like I pushed the limits a small bit, but I think it was needed. It was necessary, because there was like cracks in the foundation, and I was just the bulldozer to come along and go boom. Anyway, I said, if I'm allowed, you can add me back in, because I'm missing, you know, being a part of a group in Ireland, an Irish-based group. I'm missing being connected to that part of the community. So I was added back in, and so apparently there's this like rule that if you're added back into one of these groups, you have to go through like a 24-hour waiting process, and you have to be seconded by someone who's already in the group. But seeing as I left the group on my own accord the last time, that rule didn't apply. So I was back in the group about 2 or 3 weeks, and this same person who added me back in wrote to Harry and said, will you run for being on the committee of this group? And Harry said, yeah, no worries. Will I ask Jamie? She said, yeah. I said, yes, I'll do it. It'll be a chance for me to redeem myself and to show these people that I just want to be supportive, and I just want to be a part of the community and make it better for people. You know, I really just, that's all I wanted. Everybody put in a little paragraph about themselves into the group, and we were to say why we wanted to be on the committee. So I already said, you know, I might have been a controversial figure, or I might have said some things that rubbed people the wrong way, but I want to make it better, and I want to do this because I want to help people. I am already on this journey myself, but I'm reaching out to others as well. And I thought it was a good idea. Now, it was, I don't even remember, it was the 20th, obviously. It was my 6-month anniversary with Harry. I woke up, Harry was in work. I started wrapping some Christmas presents, and I was listening to my Harry Potter on my Audible app. GG. Just kidding. And Harry texted me, and he said, don't mind them, they're all just assholes, don't mind them, just ignore it. And I was thinking, what the hell are you on about? So I went straight into my Facebook, was checking my notifications, and it said that someone has posted in this group. So I went in, and this trans woman posted in the group, singling me out, saying that, you know, that I was racist and that I had made racist comments before. People should take that on board when they're voting for the committee members. That was already cleared up back in September. Like, the person who started the group put out a disclaimer in the group saying that the comments were cleared up and that I wasn't found of making these racist comments or whatever. It's all being brought back up again, especially at a time where I'm trying to turn things around in that group, but also where I'm also going through my own shit in life. And there is the status just about me and nobody else. There was about, I don't know, was there like 12 of us or something running, or more? And I was the only person to get singled out. And they just said that they didn't want me representing the community, they didn't want me representing the group. I'm sorry, bitch. With all the work that I've done this year, I am representing the trans community in Ireland all around the world. So I don't know if you've seen the news in Australia, but we broke that. I don't know if you've seen the New York Post, a huge publication. Yeah, we were on that as well. So I'm already representing, and I don't need you to damage my character by making these statuses. There's a lot of that going on in the trans community in Ireland, and there's lots of bullies, but you can't tell them they're bullies because of this, because of that. And it's just like, oh, they're just these people that are so wrapped up in bubble wrap, and you're there, like, you know, doing your own thing. You're living in the real world, they're living in a completely separate world. Like, stop being so offended with the world. Stop being so upset with everything that happens. Like, yeah, okay, I get upset, I get offended, but I fucking move on. You literally took this from September and brought it right up again when it didn't need to be. So, for that, fuck you. I've come back round. I'm like, you know what? I'm better than this. I'm better than this small, stupid group who doesn't even show support or help binary people. It's all non-binary people. So have your little non-binary group and do what you want. When the status went up, I asked the committee members, the current ones or whatever, could you please take it down? It's really hurtful. I don't like to see it. Now, this is not me being a butthurt, offended person. This is just me saying that I'm the only one person running who was singled out like this. And if I was the one to have done this, I would have been asked to remove the post. So one of the moderators said, no, we're not removing the post. We don't find it to be abusive or blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, you're not listening. It's hurting my feelings. So can you please take it down? They didn't take it down. And that was that. I was so fed up. I posted about it on my fucking Facebook, on my wall. I said, you know, this person is a bully, they're nasty, this is not okay, this is what's happening to me, and, you know, this is coming from my own community. And I was messaged from the people of the group saying, oh, you've broken the safe space policy and you've posted something that was in the group outside of the group, and, you know, that's not okay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. And they're like, please take it down. If you don't take it down, we'll report you and blah, blah, blah. So I said, I'm not taking it down. The only fucking name on that thing is my name. Therefore, I have the right to post it wherever the fuck I want. I'm getting angry now. Calm down. So what I did was I just blocked all of them. I deleted all of them as friends. I blocked them. And yeah, good luck trying to report that status. I want people to know what binary trans people go through. And yeah, it's my page. I'm sharing my journey with you, and you get to see exactly what happens. So yeah, that is the story. It really, really did upset me. I was trying to make amends for things that people took wrong, and, you know, I was big enough to come back and say, I just want to make amends and help the community, and this is what happens. So I'm just like, I'm done now with it. I'm done with the people. People even who kind of I thought were friends and stuff, like, goodbye. Like, you showed no support there. You saw my messages, didn't even reply. So yeah, good luck to you. And yeah, don't mess with me because I always come back around. Now, this is not aimed at everyone in the trans community in Ireland, because there are definitely some really, really awesome people, and it's not aimed at everybody in that group either, because there are some really nice people in that group. It's just for certain people. Yeah, and I think it needs to change, and we need some more strong-minded people in our community, and that's why I'm going to keep on working. So guys, that is my long-winded rant about what happened in the trans community in Dublin or Ireland. If you have anything to say, you know where to leave it. And please subscribe for more videos. And thank you for watching, and love you guys.